Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the new late 2014 Mac Mini, which is receiving a long overdue update it hasn't seen since late 2012, so that's a pretty long run. Now the Mac Mini has basically been brought up to the same specs of a MacBook Air. So it has the same upgraded Haswell processors, has the same Intel HD Graphics 5000 processor on the base model. We also get Thunderbolt 2.0 and 802.11ac Wi-Fi, but the big news here is the price cut. So we go from $599 to $499. So that makes this an even more compelling entry point for a lot of people who want to get into their first Mac. This is also a popular home theater PC for a lot of people with its compact form factor, an HDMI port on the back, and an I/O receiver for control with a universal remote. Now, the new Mac Mini is arriving with some controversy because they've eliminated some of the top-tier configurations. So you can no longer get a Core i7 quad-core processor. Instead, the best you can do is a Core i7 dual-core clocked at 3 GHz. They've also eliminated the server edition, so you can no longer get a 2 TB configuration of the Mac Mini. The best you can do is 1 TB, either a hard disk drive, a Fusion drive, or an SSD. And more importantly, although they haven't updated the design of the Mac Mini, they've actually removed the user upgradable RAM sticks. So that means you're going to have to upgrade the RAM when you order your Mac Mini. Now I'm going to take a look at the base configuration of the Mac Mini, which is similar in spec to the MacBook Air. So it comes with a dual-core Intel Core i5 clocked at 1.4 GHz. We have 4 gigs of RAM and a 500 gig hard disk drive, which spins at 5400 RPM. So no SSD standard like you get in the MacBook Air. Now the design of the Mac Mini is mostly unchanged here, which dates back to mid-2010. So once again, we have this aluminum unibody design that's 7.7 inches by 7.7 inches square and only 1.4 inches thick. So nice compact computer. Now inside the box, you'll see that we no longer have any DisplayPort adapters that used to come with the Mac Mini. Of course, DisplayPort is now more ubiquitous than it was before, and then we have HDMI on here as well. Now inside we'll find a literature packet, which includes a quick start guide, some regulatory and warranty information, along with some Apple stickers. And then we'll find our power cord. Once again, there is no external power supply with this tiny computer, it's all built in. Now getting back to the Mac Mini, once again we have that black plastic Apple logo toward the top, which acts as an RF transparent window for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and that sort of thing to work through the metal chassis of the Mac Mini. Now once again on the front of the Mac Mini we have an RF receiver for using this with a remote control. Although one isn't included, you could use Apple's remote control or any universal remote control. And right next to that we have a little LED status light. Now hidden on the back of the Mac Mini is all of our I/O ports, which have been slightly redesigned here for the new generation. So you can see that we have our power button along with our power port and our gigabit Ethernet port. You also find our HDMI output, and you'll see 2 Thunderbolt 2.0 ports. We used to have a Thunderbolt 1 port and a FireWire 800 port, so now it's just Thunderbolt 2.0. Then we have our 4 USB 3.0 ports, which is carried over. And then we have an SD-XC card slot, and we have an audio input and output.